So lovely. I do remember Shirley, and I do remember seeing a lot of vintage photos in the CYFN archives of her fashion sense, and it was absolutely astounding. So it's wonderful to have you here with us this evening and rocking your attire. She's got the looks, she's got the grace, and she's here to be the hostess with the mostess.
That's right. I'm hosting the gala tonight, so I better get in there and get started.
Yes, you better. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us.
This show, you guys are doing a really good job tonight. Thank you for speaking with me, and have a lot of fun. We'll see you around.
Cheers. Okay.
Now,
Closer? Awesome. I'm
now,
going to
before we get back into this, we forgot to say that we are at the Arctic Indigenous Inspiration Prize Awards. So we have two lovely guests joining us, and you both look incredible. How did you enjoy the conference so far?
I've quite enjoyed the investment conference so far, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight as watching the Inspiration Awards being born. I think this is the third time for us.
In the spirit of inspiration, what was the most inspiring thing that you heard this week?
I guess that was most inspiring was some of the delegates that came forward are trying to create partnerships with Yukon First Nations and how far we've come over the years since we've settled our land claims and we're self-governing First Nations.
Mm-hmm. Come a long way.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I see both of you guys are kind of matching in your attire for this evening with some red and black. Can you tell me about this vest or the tie?
Well, the tie is one of the printed ties with the beaded work, and the vest is a traditional.
Designed by Brenda Asp, one of Yukon's inspiration artists.
Very bougie.
And my cousin, shout out Brenda.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
This is an original by an elder from the Algonquin First Nation that I bought when we were at the AFN Assembly.
Beautiful. Well,
Yes, tell us about it.
Birthday presents over the years.
ooh, okay, styling.
I've received.
Yes, well, beautiful, beautiful looking. I hope you guys have enjoyed this evening and you're going to have some great tasty food, as well as a beautiful photograph if you would like to step this way. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. All right. So welcome back to the red carpet event. And we have two dapper gentlemen standing here with us. Oh, I got to move in closer. I'm just trying to get the fabulous. I like that you guys are both wearing suits and then you have really nice shoes on.
You look sharp.
Yeah.
You look
How
sharp.
have you guys been enjoying this conference so far?
I think it's been great. It's the first time coming to the conference and wasn't really knowing what to expect, but I believe I gained a lot of information and knowledge from this experience. I was happy to converse with all the delegates here.
Yeah, it's my third so far. I'd say best one yet. We've had our whole team here, so it was really good to just engage with everybody. We had a panel to end off the day and, really enjoy coming to these events and seeing all the other youth as well. I think it's important to get us out here and, happy to be here.
Awesome. So you two are very involved in these kinds of events and conferences and whatnot. What got you into coming to these types of things? Some words of advice for the youth.
I would say, I had a pushy boss who gave me no choice off the hop, so it was kind of like I got used to saying yes a lot, but over time it's gotten easier. Speaking on panels, doing welcoming remarks, it can be intimidating at first, but if you keep doing it, take some mentoring, do some Indigenous coaching, it'll help in the long run. And, eventually you'll be doing things like this with Jedrick and, you could go to bigger, better things doing MCing. But it's really just getting out there, saying yes, and having the drive to show up every day.
Shout out to pushy bosses. Shout out Gina Nagano.
All right. And yourself, sir?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in a small community, being a member and a youth of my community and First Nation, there's a lot of things that can impact our lives. And if you want to see the change, you got to be a part of it in some way. And this is the first step, coming to these conferences and allowing to speak your voice.
Fantastic. That's
And it helps when you look fabulous, right?
for sure.
Phenomenal.
Now let's immortalize that with a picture. How about
Yes.
We do.
Already. Fabulous. Oh my goodness, things are starting to line up here. This red carpet event is getting popular for sure. So we have another dapper gentleman here. I have to really ask you about this beautiful vest that you're wearing.
I just I actually just made this vest like yesterday. So
No way. Look, it's still got hide all over it.
yeah.
Right on.
My other vest was too small, so I had to come up and make a vest.
That's awesome. So, did you have any help with that, or was that just is this your work?
I had Elizabeth Hawkins Skookum help me. She basically did the whole thing. I was just there supporting her.
Learning.
Yeah.
Right on.
Wonderful.
So, speaking of learning, is there any highlights, anything that you learned throughout the week that you would like to share? I mean, any highlights, I guess. Yeah.
Like through this conference?
Yes, for the conference. Sorry.
I didn't know I was invited to the conference. I was here for the gala.
Okay.
Ooh, so he is a fashion icon here to attend the gala and awards aspect. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Well, I think with that, we're going to have to get a fabulous picture of you here on the runway, if that's all right with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Awesome. Jeez.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, ready. Welcome back to the red carpet event. We're here today with
Conrad Brown.
Conrad Brown. And Conrad, can you tell us about your outfit? You immediately stood out in the lineup that Jedrick had to come grab you to bring you over here. Can you tell us about what you're wearing this evening?
Well, the piece that really tops it off, obviously, is the hat, which is made right here in Whitehorse by Vanessa Ayers' and George Baum. George trapped all the things to go as accoutrements for the hat. That's moose hide that he had. It's his copper. And the most important thing is the string that's around the hat came off his 25-year-old moccasins.
Oh,
Wow.
That he used to walk his trap lines with. So
amazing.
yeah, it's a very much a point of pride for me. So it's an amazing hat that's made right here in Whitehorse, and I'm very proud of it.
What a beautiful gift.
Yes, it was. A beautiful
Was that why it was made? Was it for a gift exclusively, or was there a purpose?
Their process is trying to build the hats for the individual. So they want to meet you, they want to get to know you a little bit, and then George always blesses every hat before he hands it out. So the background of the hat design is actually his great-grandfather was the first person in the Yukon to wear these types of hats.
Okay.
So he's brought it back.
Oh, fashion icons here on the runway this evening. That's for sure. All right. And can you tell us about, attending this conference for the last little while? Do you have any highlights that you'd like to share with the audience?
There's been a number of highlights, actually. The one that really stands out for me was the presentation from the Icelandic delegation today about geothermal and how far they have come over the last 100 years and how it's really, really solved their energy issues in Iceland, and it could be something very much utilized here in the north. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's circumpolar network, right?
That's right.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they're more than happy to share their knowledge, which is fantastic.
Inspiring stuff. Wow.
We love a man who is well dressed and well thought. Sorry, just fucking-
We.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We. Thank you so much.
Welcome back. We are joined here by
Richard Eden from the Whitehorse Chamber of Commerce and the Yukon News.
Fantastic. So can you give us a couple highlights that you've found throughout the event this week that you stood out to you?
So unfortunately, I didn't get to go to the conference, but I've heard nothing but great things from everybody. We had a Chamber of Commerce meeting this morning, and everybody was attending, and everybody was talking about how great it was, and the variety of like events that were involved, and how easy it was to like get to go to everything. Because I know in past years it's like tough to get it to everything. So yeah, it's been really, really well received. So absolutely. Yeah.
Well, fabulous. I will say, Richard, that I would like, the next time I see you on this red carpet event, I would like to see some First Nations jewelry.
Absolutely. I need it. I'm guilty as charged, 100%.
That is a call out for a gift to Richard, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Ganashish, thank you for talking with us. It's good to go. Oh.
Come in.
Two beautiful ladies. Okay, we got to stand a little bit forward. We have two beautiful ladies here with us. We're having to speed things up with our questions now because we got to get things started. I have to ask, can you guys tell me what you're wearing? Who are you wearing this evening?
I'm wearing Victoria
Arctic Fashion.
Arctic Fashions on my blazer, yeah.
And your necklace?
Is Nina
Neo Perkins.
Neo Perkins.
I'll be her fashion.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
I'm just buying it, yeah.
Yes. I am wearing Annabelle Latai, and then my belt cummerbund is Velma. Diane Olsen, sorry. Diane Olsen. Yeah, love it.
Oh my gosh. Lucas, oh my gosh, fashion icons of the evening.
Yes, these are two outfits that don't need describing to how beautiful they are.
Mm-hmm.
Very clear. Thank you so much.
Ganashish.
Wanted to hear about these. They caught our eye from across.
Mm-hmm. Ganashish, thank you.
So much. Come on in. We're joined by two gentlemen.
Yes.
Aaron Atchison.
Jaron Tuchscher.
Awesome. And where do you both represent from tonight?
We're from the law firm Miller Thompson. I'm based out of our Saskatoon, Saskatchewan office.
And I'm in London, Ontario.
Fantastic. Throughout this event, is there anything that you would say that was a highlight that you would say would be inspiring for youth wanting to get into these fields? Into energy and investment or law or just your personal knowledge, your toolkit?
I think there definitely was, there were a lot of questions and youth weren't forgotten, I guess is what I want to say. There were definitely a number of questions and a number of speakers that were thinking about this being, what we're doing here being beyond this current generation and how younger people are getting involved and should be getting involved.
Yeah, I found a lot of the presentations to be about not even the very, not the near future, but also the very distant future and how energy projects and things like that can benefit, future generations as well.
That 7-generation thinking, right? Fantastic.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for the answers. And also, I really appreciate your pin this evening. So have a fantastic event.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Fantastic.
Stand on the red line, come in closer, don't be shy. Good to go. All right, well, we're going crazy over here, dropping panels. Just kidding. All right, so we have two fellows here. What were your highlights over this conference?
Just getting together, meeting everybody in the community and hearing what their interests are and what they want to achieve, and just great presentations, and it was awesome.
I really like the wide range of people that attend the conference and the all the different presentations. It was so big depth across the north, and so I also like having the federal funders here so we can have access to them and see what we can get done. It's really good.
See what actually can come from these conversations that are happening, right?
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, Ganashish, thank you.
Hello, hello. So we are joined today by
Liam Shannon with Northern Windows and Doors.
Fantastic. Nice to have you here. So throughout this event, there was tons of panels, tons of networking, there was tons of things. What would you recommend out of your experience that would help youth get involved in these types of things?
Honestly, I think the main thing would just be participation, coming out and, checking out the panels and just getting involved. The big one.
And are you from the north?
Not originally, no, but I've been in the Whitehorse area for about five years now, I guess. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, fabulous. Well, I hope you are enjoying the event tonight and that you get to eat some really good food.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you. Fabulous. It looks like we are having a family reunion currently. Yes.
This is my mother.
Yeah.
This is we're joined by the Honorable Jeannie McLean and Rick McLean.
Hi. Hi, you guys. How's it going tonight?
We're having a great time here.
It's the first time we've been asked that. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Yes, and I'm very much looking at all the fashion that we have, especially in front of us. Can you guys tell us about what you're wearing?
Well, this shawl was made for me by my niece Brenda Lee Asp, and I wore it for my swearing in when I became Deputy Premier of the Yukon. And then this is a piece I made myself, so really happy to be wearing it. I started sewing in the legislature over my last 9 years, and so this is one of my projects that I did, and I'm really, just so happy to be wearing it tonight and dressed up my husband as well.
You want to tell us a little bit about your suit? Please. I see this nice lapel here.
Nice work on a suit and tie set by our own Ta'an Kwäch'än Council, and she's done a great job on spazzing me up a little bit and making me look cool. So,
well, fabulous.
And this here is a piece that was made by Laura Southerst. So
okay.
I was gifted this at Annie Smith's potlatch. They gifted me for doing her eulogy. And so it was really, it's always an honor to wear. And this is like this beautiful vintage purse that we found online. It's like a 1952 Paris thing. So anyways, nice to dress up. It's like everyone looks great, and we're so happy to be here tonight.
Well, fabulous. Yeah, thank you guys so much for chatting with us.
Yes, thank you. You look amazing.
Yes, I love having a family reunion.
To be here to honor our business community as well. This event has really grown over the years, and it's wonderful to come together and dress up and really honor people for the awards they're going to get tonight. So thank you guys. Nice to see you young people doing this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maducho. You gotta tell the people.
You gotta tell the people.
Carol Ann Hilton from Indigenomics.
Fantastic.
Wait, like the book?
The book.
Wait, no way.
Yes. I didn't get to see your presentation. I don't know if you talked or anything, but I wasn't here, and I'm sorry.
I'm like a really big fan. So I'm going to have to come bug you after this because I don't want, well, you know what? Maybe I will just share quickly. I bought your book so I could look cute while reading like Indigenomics, but I wasn't really going to read it. I just wanted to look really cute while I had it. And then I ended up actually like looking at the pages because I wanted to look smart with my Indigenomics. Anyways, I actually ended up reading the book that way. And it was really well written. And there was a lot of really cool, like it was an awesome book. So
I hate when I
became a
learn
fan.
things accidentally.
Yeah, it was like not intentional plan. It was like I had a little scheme, and then it turned into a great reading experience. So thank you for writing that.
Good news is the second book is out, The Rise of Indigenous Economic Power and the Deconstruction of Indian Act Economics.
Amazing.
I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
So, transitioning into what you're wearing, I see this beautiful piece around your neck. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It was beaded here. This is a custom bead of my Indigenomics Thunderbird Star Power Indigenomic logo. So I feel very blessed to have been gifted it.
It's beautiful. Do you know the artist that created it?
It was Karen's granddaughter. That's all I know.
Thank you, Karen's granddaughter.
You, Karen's granddaughter.
And then can you tell us a little bit about the copper piece underneath quickly?
This was a Tlingit artist, and I have a belief that the bigger the jewelry, the bigger the work.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. New book, and bigger is better.
I can agree with that, especially with a lady with like big earrings. You got to do it. You got to wear it. You got to flaunt it. Anyways, Ganeshish, thank you so much for being here with us.
So let's
Yeah, and I'll be like this. Okay? Good. All right. Welcome back. This is our final group of the evening for the fashion show runway.
Thank you all for being here. We could do a quick round table of names.
Hlynur Guðjónsson, Þorleikur Jóhannesson, Sigurður Sveinn Jónsson,
Nótt Thorberg,
Torfi Pálsson.
Adagwini.
Fantastic. Okay, so you are a delegate here, right? For what? Do you want to give us a quick highlight of the stuff that you talked about and the things that you found that were very helpful to bring back to your home territory, nation, land? Whoever wants
We are
to.
a delegation from Iceland. We are on energy, specifically focusing on geothermal and what Yukon can do with their geothermal resources. And we've also been looking at some hydro and just really enjoying being in Whitehorse.
And you can say that we're like a cross-section of the industry in Iceland. We have the regulatory, the administrative level, guys like me, the geology department who try to sort out and find the geothermal activity. Torvi takes care of the drilling, produces the wells, and Thorleikur designs the uses for it.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Very impressive.
Note.
Well, I get to cheerlead the national team, so in geothermal.
Fabulous, fabulous.
Well, I hope you all felt at home here. I hope you all felt very welcomed here. Yeah, I hope you great.
Gonna
yeah,
choose,
thank you. I
thank
hope you
you.
enjoy this evening as well. Madu chok.